EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Pirates will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense comes onto the field first today. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Got the first down and more. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Unloads to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? The Tar Heels in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground.
Better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Turning it on! Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Tar Heels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Dropping back, it's Hodge. Here's the pressure. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Complete to the left. Going for the goal line. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Buys a little extra time. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the East Carolina Pirates offense will go to work for the first time. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Parrish. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's got him. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And the Pirates will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this? In
our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Trying to set up the screen. Across the 45. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
To the ground with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Finds his target down the middle. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Pirates are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football. They're on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
It's complete on the right side. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Working that left side now. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And the Pirates had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Going in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Pirates! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The extra point here would tie the game. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. So the 16-play drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Moncrief. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. To the air. It's Hodge. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Hope. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. The Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Gives it on the option. Running into the open space. There he goes. Touchdown, UNC! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And he finished things off with a 32-yard run to the house. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged out of the air. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the give off the left side. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He's loose, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Purple Pirates!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the...
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. And the Tar Heels headed quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Hodge. He'll pull it down and run. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Grab behind the line. It's Stevens. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. A little less room to work with now. The ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Got a man. It's Robinson. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Absolutely center cut, and they've regained the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Took them a little while to settle into this game, but this offense has it going here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, a little bit of a feeling out process there early, but they seem to have found something. They're going back to the well, and they need to keep that up here on this drive, Dave.
Definitely, and they got the momentum going, and once you start getting the momentum going, it's crazy what I've seen in college football. It's so hard to stop it. It takes over, and sometimes it leads to enormous swings.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. Wants to throw. It's Hodge. Quickly complete.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They just keep firing. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Sherman. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Throws to the tight end. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Hodge. Caught in the backfield, it's Hurley. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to go up top and times running out in the half. Fires into the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
All right, ball was incomplete, but that was a nice job up front by the and understanding where that pass rush was coming from.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Smashes it between the uprights. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Alabama is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe the Tide can't roll back into this one. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UAB. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Parrish. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Right on the money. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Wants to throw on first down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He'll take a deep shot here. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. Two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Tar Heels will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they...
That's a fumble. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. To the air on second down. Fires left. Finds his man. It's Cheek. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Using the quick game. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. On fourth down, looking to pass. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Pirates come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on third and long. That's caught. It's Cheek. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going to swing it on second down. He's got it on the run. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
A first down run in the red zone. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Richard. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's first and 10. Back to pass, it's Hodge. Got it in the middle, it's Hope. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. The give to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They get to the line quickly.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Tar Heels come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Gives it on the option. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's second and 12. Back to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll do it himself. Got the first down, looking for more. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And the Pirates with the first and 10. They go to the ground. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up second and 4. Trying to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Fires to the big fella. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
From the gun, the ground game. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. The Tar Heels will hustle to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down in the 49. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Hodge. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Hope. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
With the catch, it's Robinson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tar Heels, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll throw it from the red zone. Quickly complete. Touchdown, North Carolina! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can...
Looking to convert the two, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack. They're set to kick it off. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. He wants to change this route. On third down, he drops to throw. Grab near the marker is Parrish. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Pirates have this offense rolling. To the air on first down. Fakes to grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. So now it's second and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Gets it past the marker. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Pirates come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Completes it in the middle.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Pirates come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He'll try the left side. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Pirates come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Quarterback making checks. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Makes the catch. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
I hate the coverage on that third down, guys. There's just way too much cushion, making it too easy between the QB and receiver there. The next time they get in a third down situation, similar down and distance, they've got to play press coverage and make this offense earn.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Here's the handoff. Shakes off the defender. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Second down, he'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now, so take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play caller are all on the same page.
Touchdown, ECU! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Under fire. It's incomplete. They can't stretch out the lead as the two-point conversion attempt fails, but they'll still try to hang on for the final seconds. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Back to throw, it's Hodge. Fires downfield. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. They get to him as he throws. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance, an opportunity to maybe be successful at the end of this football.
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. You waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start.